Peace, love, blessings, and honor. Welcome, everyone. I am your co-host, Eyes Red.
And I'm your co-host, Reality Soldier.
And we are Garvey's Ghost in the Spectrum of Roots.
Boom.
Boy, we're in a revolutionary mode today, boy. Lad.
Come with the sword and the shield.
So we're down in South Africa. And of course, we couldn't come to South Africa without touching base with some of the freedom fighters in the struggle for liberation.
Real revolutionary.
Introduce our special guest.
So today's special guest, like we say, is a revolutionary freedom fighter. The man that goes by the name of Paradise Qila.
Yes.
Paradise, how are you doing?
I'm fine, my friends.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for your time, King. I'm fascinated by your story already. I didn't want you to run away with the story. I wanted to capture it on film.
We want the people to hear, a real side of how things go down here, because, in the UK, we only get what's shown on the main media. So we're trying to get a different vibes for everyone to really feel the current of what happened down here and how life is down here. So we're going to start with where you was born, Paradise, your parents, your siblings. How did life begin for you?
I was born here in Cape Town, South Africa, in Gugulethu,
Okay.
1963, 13th of September. Yeah.
Another great Virgo.
My mom's
We're all
birthday.
over the place.
It's the same day as my mom.
We were born in the family of 6, 4 boys and 1 girl.
Okay.
Yes. The other one passed away, I don't want to mention that one.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I'm a twin.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
But my twin passed away a long time ago, I think 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, and my father was a taxi driver a long time ago in the 60s.
Right.
Yeah, his name was Willie Quila.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother was a domestic worker.
Okay.
Yeah, my father, while he was a taxi driver, he had to also acquire a business as a hawker, selling primer stoves, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So like going door-to-door sales and
Yeah,
that kind of vibe.
yeah.
Hustling to survive.
Yes, and he was very handy person. He was the experience of making cupboards.
Okay.
Yeah, carpenter and fixing. If you remember, still remember the coal lamps, the lamps,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, in the 60s, I think, after he stopped being a taxi driver, he acquired a shop at NY50 in Gugulethu
Okay.
as a hardware,
Right.
where he was repairing the stoves, the paraffin stove, and the paraffin heaters,
Yes.
and making some cupboards. On the other side was a mechanic also.
What?
As
Cars.
Cars was the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
So we grew up in that environment. So we used to stay at the shop where my father had there doing these things.
Right.
At the back where the shack, there is some shacks there that were. So we used to help him when we were young, all of us. My father was a very strict person.
Right.
Yeah, he never smoked, he never drink.
Okay.
He was also a rugby player
Okay.
in those days, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was a rugby player. So as we grew up at the place, yeah, I attended the school, my lower primary school, yeah, at Elita Primary School. From there, I went to Fezeka High School,
Okay.
yeah, in the 70s, 1976, yeah, 76 to 1980,
Right.
where I met some comrades involved in the struggle.
Okay.
Yeah, those days, yeah.
At what age were you aware that there was a struggle? Because as a kid, you're running around, right?
Yeah, I was 14 years, 14, 15, yeah.
All right.
14, 15 years, yeah, those days, yeah. So, those days, yeah, I remember in 1985, there was a school uprising.
Okay.
Yeah, in 1985, school uprising. So I was part of that. I think I was doing standard 6, grade 6 those days, grade 7, yeah.
And the students just
yeah,
decided.
revolting against the ban for education those days.
Right.
Yeah, because on 76, I was very young those days, 1976. The first riots, Soweto riots, I was very young those days, yeah. So I participated through this one in 1985 one. So while we were busy in 1985, I was involved with a lot of Rastas.
Okay.
Yeah, in the ghetto called KTC.
Ah.
Yeah, so those Rastas were involved in the military operations with the Babylon. So we about 20 Rastas staying there in the KTC. Remember, there were shacks those days there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were a lot of notorious Babylon were killing our brothers here in the ghetto, especially in KTC and Gugulethu.
What did you call it? Were they the security? Was it boss?
Yeah, it was a
The
security
bureau?
police. Yeah, security police.
All right. Security
Yeah.
police.
So it was a famous notorious cop was called Paradise.
Right.
Paradise. Yeah, that one he knows the ghetto, and he was very fluent also in our language, our Xhosa language. Yeah. So when they came to ghetto, in the ghetto there, in the dance, especially in the dance there, they used to come then beat people, take ganja and harass people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask, were they black cops or white cops?
No, the white cops.
Right,
White cops,
yeah.
the white cops, yeah. So while we were there in KTC, I was recruited in fact for one of these rastas to be part of that unit. That's where we were confronting with this Babylon there in KTC.
Okay.
So we were trained how to use arms, especially AKs and guns, small guns, etc., etc. So as every night we'll go out looking for them. While they're looking for us, we'll go there looking for them at night, yeah. So there were a lot of skirmishes with us and them.
Right.
If you remember those days, we were
So these are like gun battles, yeah?
yeah.
Wow.
We used to ambush them.
Okay.
Yeah, at night we would ambush them at night, yeah.
Real warfare.
Yes, right. So one night we planned this operation, but this man was problematic in the ghetto. So one of our leader called Rasta Pete, the late Rasta. If you remember, there was this Gugulethu 7. Those Rastas were killed in Gugulethu 1986.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Remember those
Yes,
7 guys were
7,
killed
yeah.
there. So one of our leaders, the guy who recruited me was Christoph Pitt. Yeah, the one was killed also there. Yeah. So we arranged this operation. One night, this guy came at night, passing there in the main road in Nyanga East in there. So one of the guys there, they rolled 3 hand grenades.
Okay.
One F1. They tied it together, so it makes 3. So I remember who threw the grenade. So we're staying in the road at night, corner to corner. So we're watching him. So he came as usual, came to disrupt the community at night. It was 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So we watched him. It was quiet. No noise. Only him driving at night. As he approached us, hey, yeah, we signal. Here come the bastard. And then I'm telling you, imagine whenever I use grenade, we were trained.
Right.
Yeah. But one of the rastas, they threw that grenade inside that car. Exploded inside that car.
Wow.
Killing one of his colleagues.
Okay.
And then shattered him. But the partner didn't die there, but was badly injured. But one cop died there.
Okay.
From there, it was a serious problem for us.
Because they were coming for you.
Yeah,
now.
coming for us, yeah. So the Babylon started to search houses in KTC,
Right.
beating people, shooting people, looking for these rascals.
Right.
Yeah. So it was decided by other comrades, elderly comrades, that hey, comrades, we have to leave.
Okay.
So what was your father's view of the whole struggle type of thing? Obviously he had the responsibility of protecting his family, but he would have been aware of the struggle and how it was taking place.
Yeah, but my father was, according to the information we have, my father was very instrumental towards our struggle.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
in the ghetto, yeah. Because as I heard from my mother and his brothers in the family, brothers of mine in the family, he was also very, very vocal
Right.
in the struggle.
So it really was a community
Yes.
uprising.
Yes, yeah. He was very supportive in the struggle in those days. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to quickly mention before we move on, you said the Rasta. What about music and the music from Jamaica and that revolutionary reggae music? Was that part of the soundtrack to the revolution anyhow?
Yes, it was. It was. Yes, yeah. I think the reggae music played a very instrumental role
Okay.
towards us as black people inside the country,
Right.
especially the Rastas. Yeah, so it motivated us,
Of course.
to be in the forefront of the struggle
Yes, sir.
against apartheid inside the country.
Were there any particular tracks you remember?
Yes, they lost. There were tracks that was very fascinating and very famous in the ghetto. Was sent, I think, was by a band from UK. I think the band was the name of the track.
Still called?
No. I think this was a white band.
Oh, UB40.
No. The track was called Free Mandela.
Oh,
See that?
yes. Yeah, that was
Remember-
international.
See that one.
Nelson
Free,
Mandela.
yeah. It was a burning song.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. And we used to the tracks like Hugh Mandel, Free Africa. And
Yeah,
it was
Africa
fun,
must be free.
Yeah. All those kind of, and not mention as well, Peter Tosh,
Okay.
Equal Rights,
Yes.
and the track called Apartheid
Yes.
Yeah.
from Peter Tosh album. Yeah.
And Eddie Grant had one, Give Me Hope, Joanna.
yes.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot. So also, especially for us in that ghetto.
You didn't feel so isolated.
No.
You felt supported.
Yeah, even in the dancehall also.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to pay those tracks, everybody. It's where it was decided that, hey, comrades, we have to, Rastas, we have to go to exile.
Yeah.
Right? Because the Babylon was looking for us.
Right.
One day, I was in one of the marches there, one of the protests in Crossroad, a place called Crossroad.
Yes.
Yeah, so we ambushed one of the policemen there. But unluckily, because I was spotted by one of the cops, and I was shot.
You were shot.
Yeah, I was shot. Yeah, close range.
Wow.
Yeah, but with the back shots. Remember the back shots? So
Shotgun pellets.
Yeah.
I was shot right in that bed where I was hiding in that house. Close. I had 200 to 300 of this thing inside my body.
Wow.
Man.
Police shoot you?
Yeah, the police, yeah. So I was taken to a clinic. There was a white comrades. Was a doctor there, Dr. Ivan, something like that. Was a prominent doctor among us in the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
So they saw me when I went inside that clinic. But lucky, they changed my clothes, and then the police came then. So they took me in the window. They put me in the boot of the car.
Okay.
And then everybody came there, this policeman. They said the man went inside there.
Okay.
So I was stepped out there with the back shots in my body. I never felt the pain like that. Everywhere, even there, everywhere.
Got sprayed.
I still have those things
I
in my
was just
body.
going to ask you, must still
I still have
one or
them.
two.
Yeah.
I still have them in my body.
The scars.
Anyway,
No, the pellets.
yeah, the pellets.
the
Yeah,
pellets.
the pellets. Yes, the
Oh, they couldn't
pellets.
get them all out.
No. But they tried, but there was no time for them to
Right.
take me out. So they took me out from there. I had to run away from home. I never went back home.
Okay.
So I was outside home, staying with friends in the ghetto.
Right.
So until I met one comrade from exile, called Sizwe, soldier.
Okay.
So I think the cops were cornered him. So he managed to run away, and then he came to our side. But I know him. I was a youngster. I know him.
Right.
Yeah. But I never know he went to exile. So our friends say, get a transport to move him from this section to another section. So I took him to my aunt's place. I'm at the house to harboring him to another place. Yeah.
Right.
So it's where he trained me personally.
Right.
Firearms, AK, grenades, political education. Then he set up a meeting with his friends, other comrades, that we must be taken out of the country.
Okay.
Yes. From that day, today we are living.
So you was kind of recruited as a young soldier within the revolution.
Yes. Yeah. So imagine those days in the 80s, it was 1986, I remember, yeah. After the Gugulethu 7, after those Rastas were killed there, right?
Yes.
And imagine, I was part of that,
Right.
but I was not involved in the operation.
Okay.
But I was involved, but Cha was on my side because the day they left for operation,
Right.
I was at home with one of my brothers called Chabulan and Mia.
Okay.
Yeah, I was killed also there. So while these guys were going for operation, right, they were going with a combi. The combi, they stole this combi.
Okay.
We hijacked that combi.
Right.
It's for bakery.
It's a vehicle, yeah?
Yeah, the vehicle, yeah. It's for bakery.
Right.
Hijack it. So that combi was going to be used for this operation. And actually, one of us, there was a snitcher among us there. Right? So this snitcher stole the album, photo album.
Right. Oh.
So before we went for the operations,
They knew you.
right, the cops already knew what's going to happen
looking for
there.
you.
Right? Imagine that time we were infiltrated by 3 former Nkongo soldiers. Were namely called the Askaris. The name called Askari. We didn't know what is that.
Right.
Right? What does it mean to be Askari? But later on we found that the Askaris are comrades who were bona fide members of the Revolution Civil Army,
Right.
who were arrested and turned to
Okay.
be
Of course.
apartheid spies to recruit the youngsters in the ghetto,
Yes.
right? To be killed or be arrested by the police.
Yeah.
So when these comrades, these rastas went with that operation, these guys were already present on
Okay.
the car. So that morning I was asked with Rasta Chablan and me to go and check the venue. I went there with one of the Askaris.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but when we came there, the place of the operation where this gonna be happening, we found out there were cars there, but 6-7 cars in
Right.
that place, that forest. Then I asked them. I mean, it's very strange at this time of the night, in the morning.
Yeah.
I asked this guy, this Askari, why they come to a lot of cars, and then he was very pissed off about me. I asked 20 questions. Anyway, he asked us to drop him here. We waited in the car. But this man appeared far away from us with a torch. And I was suspicious, but I mean, he's a trained person.
Yeah.
But when we came back to the house where everybody was gathered for operations, right, we met there, 2 other Askaris and this one.
Right.
Then they reported back. But I just objection on this thing. Big Paradise, I said, look, I saw some cars there, parked there. And then everybody was pissed off. We are afraid, we are afraid to go and fight, blah, blah, blah. I tried to explain what's going on. And Chablan also mentioned them.
Right.
Anyway, they pissed off, went outside to my mother's place. When we came there, my mother and Chablan's mother were going out for work, 6 o'clock in the morning. We started to eat them bread and coffee. While we were eating, I told Jake, these people are leaving. So Chablana left everything there and ran to the combi. But while I was busy locking the house, when I get out, the combi, the distance and myself was a little bit far.
Right.
So Chablana was chasing the combi. As I tried, the distance, when I came, he managed to open that combi, the door. While the combi was moving, not fast.
Right. Yeah.
He went inside. When it's my time to enter, that man that I was with
Yeah.
in the morning, he said, no, there's no space for you, go home.
Right.
There at the place, the house where they left, there were other rastas there. They left the limpet mine there.
Oh wow.
So they told us, this day, you guys, we don't go for this operation. Those guys were left there.
Right.
You guys, your operation, we are going to blow the Gugulethu police station with this land mine, big land mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, in the morning, one of my neighbor came there, but we could hear the gunfire from here. It's a distance from here to the place. We could hear from past 6 in the morning to 7 o'clock. The AK, it was quiet in the morning. It ran for about 30 to 40 minutes. One guy came there, my neighbor said, "Hey, all those guys are dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all of them are dead." We didn't know who and who.
Yeah.
Right.
My neighbor, the guy escaped the country with. It's my neighbor.
Okay.
He is the one came back with
Right.
his gun, right? He explained to us, they were ambushed by this police. Fine, anyway, I think there were two people survived there. right? Now what the police, what they did, I mean, they knew that these attacks were going to take place in this area.
Right.
So they put their snipers everywhere. The first person to be killed there was the driver.
Okay.
So after the driver was shot, there was a chaos. Everybody's,
Of course.
so all of them were shot
Picked off.
while their hands up, their hands on their
Right. Okay.
They
Surrendering.
yeah, cold-blooded, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now, it was decided me and my neighbor to keep the country. So we left the country.
That's what drove you into exile.
Yes, well, went to the country, went to Lesotho.
Lesotho, yeah.
Yeah, when we came to Lesotho, we through the underground structure of the ANC, we met some comrades who were in Lesotho working for the ANC,
Right.
called Wesizwe. So they took us to United Nations offices there
Okay.
to register as a refugee, to get refugee status.
Right.
Okay.
Those days, how it went
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So we taken from there to this place where they kept this center, all the refugees who
a
applied
camp.
for. Yeah, they came there in refugee, United Nations refugee camp.
Right.
All the people who were there for what is this?
Asylum.
Asylum, yeah.
Yes.
So from there, I think we stayed 2 months there. From there, we taken from there to Botswana, I think to Zambia. Plane,
Okay.
took us a big plane. From there, we landed to Zambia. It's where in Zambia, when we came to Zambia, it's where the name Paradise came from.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
Right. So I wanted to ask you a quick question for the myself and the viewers. How old was you when you had to pick up arms to fight the revolution?
17, 18.
18.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think 18, yeah. So when I came from Zambia, we stayed in Zambia. From Zambia,
You were 2 months. Was it 2 months you was in Zambia?
no, in Lesotho.
Oh, in Lesotho.
Yeah, in the
okay.
camp. Yeah, when we
Alright.
came to Zambia, in Zambia, when we come there, they ask you, the ANC, write your biography, etc., and then you want to go to school or you want to go to the two choices you have there.
Right.
I mean, my militancy didn't require me to go to school that time. I said, no.
Yeah.
I don't go to Tanzania, Morogoro, the school they
Right.
see there. I wanted to go to the camps, I wanted to go for the training.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're taken from there, from Zambia, a plane to Angola.
Angola.
To Angola, yeah.
Okay.
To Angola, yeah. ANC camps. So also in Angola, when we came there, we stayed in the in the ANC camp, the
Right.
transit camp. All the people who come from other places will go to that camp before they send you to the camps, to the main camps for training.
Right.
So I think I stayed there some few months there.
So that training that was given to you by, would that have been, I know it's Che Guevara, them and Fidel, I noticed the rhetoric, comrade and thing like that. Was it sort of Castro based? Was that, because I know the Cubans were very much instrumental in providing training and weaponry.
Yeah, but I mean, basically the people who were supporting our struggle and the training
Yeah.
abroad was the Cubans
Yeah.
and the Russians.
Yes. I didn't want to mention the R
Yes.
word. I wanted
Yes,
you to
yes,
be happy
it's
to-
what was them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Especially in Angola.
yeah. So even in the camp, so I was required to go to. I chose to go military training. When we came to Angola, also in Angola, after training, he is gonna determine where they want to go for specialization.
Right.
For this course, people will be sent to Russia, to Cuba, Czechoslovakia, Germany, all these countries for further education, military training or
Yeah.
education, etc. But because I had since I was shot, right? I asked them to take me to hospital first. So where I was done this operation. So I think this was done in Zambia.
Right.
Okay.
I went for operation in Zambia, but the problem was very serious for me. When I landed in Zambia, when they checked, they found out that these bed shots are very deep. These pellets are deep, very deep.
Right.
So it means if I have to go take them, all of them, then I will die because they're going to have to do a lot of cuts.
invasive,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's they took place, few of them, I got some there
Right.
in the arm, yeah. But even those ones, they were very deep in the veins.
Right.
So I was told you will stay rest of your life with these things. Right? And in the future they will cause problems in your life. So from there, I was flown to Angola.
Okay.
Angola, I came to Angola in the south, a camp called Timpango.
Okay.
So it was very, very, very serious
Yeah.
problem when we went there because there were skirmishes between Umkhonto Besizwe, military, and the FAPLA, which is with the army from Angola.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were ambushed along the route
Wow.
from Luanda to the north or to the east in the camps there.
Wow.
Okay.
So we ambushed by the UNITA rebels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Were helped by the South African apartheid
Of
regime.
course.
Right. Yeah.
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 So it was just when to go to the camps for training or to bring food, it was very problematic because we would get people killed along the way. You see? So anyway, while I was there, so I went to this camp from there. After training, I was sent back inside the country,
Back to
back to come and fight after finishing my
back to
training.
South Africa.
Yeah.
To here.
Right.
Yeah, from there I was from.
How long were you out there getting your training and
Yeah, but-
recovering from whatever?
Yeah, but no, after that, I think I stayed at the camp for more than a year.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
because mind you, I was also trained before I left the country.
Right.
So I didn't do the full military training. So I did some few courses.
Okay.
I was trained in firearms again, specialized in firearms, engineering,
Okay.
MCW, which means it's called military combat work.
Okay.
Yeah, surveillance, counter surveillance, all these
Right.
things. Yeah, already trained by that guy I met inside the country.
Yeah,
For my
yeah.
MK guy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I stayed in that camp in Pango, I think for four months, 5 months. Then I was sent inside the country.
And were you aware of what the happenings that were going on back home as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So what was fascinating about that, while we in Angola, when there's a time for news, we stop everything.
Right.
There was time for news. There was time for culture,
Yes.
arts and culture. We play soccer and sing and what. But when the time for news, we were very current.
Finger on the pulse.
Yes, we stop everything.
Yeah.
You have to be up to date.
Yeah, and then and there were some political commissars there who feed us about political education. What is the ANC, the role of the ANC towards our struggle? What is expected from you? All those kind of things. So we're up to date. While I was still in Angola, there was this war going on in Namibia.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so sometimes we will be in the camps. We will see. Come to tell us this is the MiG-9 or what.
Right.
Yeah.
You are passing from there to go to Namibia that side.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and there were some other comrades within the MK who were also part of that battle there,
Right.
which was
Okay.
happening. The Battle of Carnival.
Right.
Yeah, and Google that thing there.
Okay.
It was quite interesting. That's where the Boers were hit
Right.
badly.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think they were, according to reports, they were about 10 kilometers to capture Namibia, South Africa.
Right.
Right.
The Cubans came there. Quite interesting. Cubans and the Russians.
Revolutionary.
And I have to mention this thing. I think I have to applaud and be thankful to the Russians and the Cubans. Without them, I don't think we have where we are today in our
Yeah.
struggle towards
We always had that feeling that the Russians and the Cubans were really interested in the struggle and liberation of African people,
Yes.
whether it was for their own personal needs or their own get back at the West. We didn't care,
Yeah.
but we do know they facilitated a lot.
And what is nice about it is that they didn't just help us only. They helped most African countries who were colonized and then
Yeah,
fighting freedom,
Mozambique,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's where you get people like Che Guevara.
Yes.
Yeah, great Che
Yeah,
Guevara.
yeah. That's why I was asking earlier about, not so much about, all right, yeah, the reggae music, the cultural influence, and that was being reflected.
And to come on that one, I think in the camps, as I explained, the role of reggae inside the country, in the dance, that when they came inside the camps, it was the same vibes.
Of course.
In the camps, that music inspired us.
Right.
Very much in the camps. Music of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Burning Spear, all these guys. It was the daily music, although there were other genres in the music, but reggae, that one, I was shocked. People still playing this kind of music.
Yeah.
So it's what that music inspired us there.
And it really underlines the oneness of our peoples, regardless of where we are, all over the world.
Yes, I think also there was another concert, it was done by Peter Tosh, I think it's Africa Benefit Show, where I was raising funds for the PEC, I believe, the ANC, I think so, I remember. Peter Tosh was very Pan-Africanist, especially most Rastas.
Yeah.
Believing with Azania, all those kind of things. But I'm not against that.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that reggae really play a very vital role. Giving us strength and hope that we are going to be free.
I think it would be easy for people to forget that, to forget the influence of the Russians and the Cubans and the music from the reggae artists, because we all felt it, man. Like I said, we were always watching what was happening in South Africa. We were intrigued because we were having our own struggles and we were seeing armed resistance happening in South Africa. It was like, whoa.
But I think we also knew about what is happening in other countries. Latin American countries, what was happening there. Even in UK, as I mentioned earlier, that they struggled, but when it was happening in the 80s there, riots in Birmingham, those kind of things. There were artists like Linton Kwesi Johnson, and Mutabaruka, them, all those kind of things. So we knew what is going on there. And I have to thank the international community, international people like in America, especially in Britain, were supporting our struggle there. It was great. So we knew that, we are not alone. I don't think the comrades who were in exile can easily forget the role of the Cubans and the Russians. And I think I have to also mention the role of the Tanzanian people, especially the late President Nyerere. That one. I think ANC was very welcome there. I don't see other countries never, but Tanzania was the best country that we felt home. Although I was never been in Tanzania, I've never been there. But comrades who were there, I think the Tanzanian people suffered a great loss for helping the ANC. People lost their lives there. Bombings and kidnappings and what lot of things happened to them. I'm thankful what these countries helped us in their struggle.
So let's talk about, this is fascinating. Let's talk about your return from exile and coming back as a quote unquote legitimate bona fide freedom fighter. Tell me the story and how you got your name.
Yes, when we come into exile, the first thing they do, we write your biography from there. We became a pseudonym.
When you say they do a biography, what?
Your biography, who are you?
Where
you were born? What's your family?
A bit like this.
With family,
history.
friends.
Yeah.
What was your role inside the country towards our struggle? Whom you met outside the country? Write their names. Your personal information. With your children, with your girlfriend. As your mother knows that you're in exile. Did the cops raid your house or looking for you? I think to a safer side, because if they maybe, example, they found that but you were 100% wanted, dead or alive.
Oh,
So
okay.
it won't be easy for them after training and send you back inside the country to fight, because it was
So it
too
has to
risky.
be very comprehensive.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, your information was not so.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe we can come and sleep inside the camp without being detected.
It was quite sophisticated. I know they try and say it was just a bunch of crazy people running around fighting against the powers, but it was sophisticated.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that, I mean, when I came there as Spew, Mickey, Qila.
Which was your
Yeah.
natural name.
Yeah.
Right.
But after the biography, beginning a pseudonym,
Right.
which was Paradise Qila, my
Okay.
surname, yeah. Remember, Qila is my surname.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so when I left Angola, I went to Zambia, right, with a bunch of comrades, various units, right? But I came to Botswana. While we were infiltrating, but it's quite interesting. I remember we crossed Zambezi River at night, all right? But we're staying in a big house in Zambia, somewhere in Zambia, right? I mean, most of the time we were not eager to check what we wanted. We want to go home to
Right.
fight.
Of course.
So other information we didn't bother yourself to acquire.
Right.
We wanted to come home. I mean, I know I'm going back inside the camp to fight, right? So we remember when we were a bunch of 8 guys, right? Going with the boat from Zambezi River to that side.
Yes.
Yes. So I think I went to get some water. When I came back, I was told, no, the boat already full, so you're gonna come with another group. All right?
Okay.
But a sad story happened there. I think 8 guys died.
On the first boat.
Yeah, that boat, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I think the hippopotamus died. And
Oh, really?
You know those things when they're mating, they don't want noise in the river.
Yes.
So I think the hippo hit the boat,
Wow.
and then the boat capsized.
Size.
I think we lost 8 comrades there.
Wow.
And hard to believe, you know, most comrades, they didn't know how to swim.
Is it a very fast flowing river, the
Yeah.
Zambezi?
Yeah. So most of them were eaten by crocodiles. And
Oh,
imagine,
wow.
even that incident didn't deter us, stop us
No.
not going forward. So the next trip, I was running that trip. I mean, I was very young at that time. So I have to cross. While we were in Botswana, we crossed, I think it was in Kruger National Park. We crossed the Kruger National Park. Remember, there were lions there, all kind of animals at night, right? And we instructed not to use firearms there, because when you shoot any animal, the boas in the border gate, they will hear that song.
Right.
And then, and it's, you can see the helicopter patrolling there, the boas are
Right.
patrolling there, that area. So eventually we crossed. As we walk there in the bush there, I hear the noise there, a voice, very gruesome voice. I can say, I can hear this is a Babylon police
Right.
or a soldier.
Right.
They said, stop, or we shoot. With that accent, man,
Right.
this Babylon accent. And then from there, there was shooting all over the place, shooting
Okay.
all over the place. Imagine, there's no light. The only thing there was the moon. It's like, it was like a day, man. It's night. Just shooting. All of us were scattered.
Right.
That group. All right. Then
How many of you? 8.
no, I think there were 8 of us. Yeah. Things two guides.
Right.
Yeah. And that was 6 of us. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know them, but we know them that because I was coming to Cape Town, they're going to Joburg and other places. I don't know where they're going.
Right.
So you see they make the holes for they're trapping the animals.
Yeah.
The National Park, yeah. So the incident happened there. So there's a big hole there, they put it some trees there, cover this hole. So accidentally I fell inside that hole
Oh,
there.
stop.
You know, I think there's those things that very sharp, man. It's just three.
Spikes.
Yeah, yeah. So my feet were inside there. So they were inside my foot. I of them that foot, and I lost one of my boot. Right. After 20 minutes, after this came, 20 minutes later, we don't hear anybody.
Right.
Imagine when we reach the fence, there's another set of people that's supposed to take us to another destination.
Okay.
Right? So I don't know what happened. People have been arrested. I don't know anything. I heard the voice, people calling us by names. And I responded. And they took me out of that
Pit,
yeah, they took me out there. And I couldn't walk because this inside bleeding.
Of course.
Anyway, I was safe. Other comrades were safe. Others were arrested. Imagine in Botswana, if you're arrested there, they send you back. Even in Zimbabwe, or Harare, they send you back to Zambia.
Right.
So we have to recognize again another trip back inside the country. Anyway, I was taken to Botswana. It was raining, man, when I came there in town. First thing, they took me to a doctor. There's ANC comrades there waiting for us. So I was taken, then 3 days later, I was told, you must stay. In Botswana, the motels, there's no most of hotels, the motels.
Right.
Hotels, yeah. So they put in a motel. So one day, I was sitting there and I saw big lights, man. I think there's the army. And they were calling names with the Botswana police. Michael, Rose, what, Romno, what, come out, all those names, man. They know.
Really?
But luckily, when I saw the lights, I went outside, up to the gate. They passed me, they didn't know me. But there was a woman there, man. I think there was a prostitute, the young ladies there. There was a prostitute, I think. That was very young. And then he called me. Remember, I'm not fluent in that language. They speak there. A little bit I know. A little bit of English. That woman saved my life that night. She said, don't go back to Rome. The soldiers are going to come. So it's very amazing that the shelter it's not like this half, but it's deep down still, deep down there.
Okay.
So yeah, we went there. I slept in that night. The next morning, they used to come. The couriers for us. They came to fetch me to Botswana. Right.
Right.
So in the fence, there's a village. There's a village there. When you sit in that village, you can see the Boers patrolling there.
Right.
So this courier, you sit there to study their movement. From 6 and 8 o'clock, if they pass 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, they will come back at 3 or 4.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, for the 2 weeks, I was sitting there. From other days, Paradise, your time now.
Right.
Imagine those days, I mean, the only thing I had with me was a Makarov and some grenades.
Right.
The only thing I had.
Wow.
No AK, I'll get my stuff inside the country. So anyway, I thought, hey, this lady stopped the bus, we cross over. The place called Mafeking, something like that. When they pass from there, take us to Joburg. We approached a roadblock, big roadblock.
It's on the way to Joburg.
Yeah.
All right.
Big roadblock. This lady said to me, give me a small bag, small bag with big Makarov, pistols and 2 grenades and some spare magazine. Now, this is the bus, right? A lot of school children in the morning. So I decided to take my scarf and put, because I knew these little ones, they won't want to speak with me. I'm not fluent in the language. So I cover myself. Luckily, what I predicted happened. One child was busy asking me to help write homework in the bus. I tried, and he was very young.
Right.
All of them came flocking me, so I couldn't speak. And in that bus, there were also some undercover policemen there.
Right.
Anyway, I came to Joburg. Fine. The lady, go back. But the bad thing, when I came there, the train that goes to Cape Town already gone.
Right. Oh.
The next train will be the following day.
Okay.
Right.
While I was sitting there, I saw 4 guys coming in the park station in Joburg. One of them I know, I was with him in the camps, and I know he's one brethren of mine in Cape Town. But he was 10 also, working with the police. He was a 10 askari. Yeah. I know him, I grew up with him.
Okay.
He was very notorious at this point. So I went to the toilet and he came back, he said, he called me by my name, Mickey. He didn't call by Paradise. He said, Mickey, please, don't go outside, that side. Take your bags and go to get a taxi and then you go to Krugerstop. I never even knew where's Krugerstop. You asked in the rank, just get a special taxi.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those guys, is this one, you know, they train with you in Angola.
Yeah. Right.
That man saved my life, that boy.
Right.
So imagine, now I have to take a taxi to Kruger. I had a family, my family in Joburg, my cousins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said, no, man. And I can't go there during the day. I waited somewhere in town. I didn't have too much luggage. Just put back, stuff, things. Then I stayed, later at night I went to Hebrew. There was another space in Hebrew those days. I could stay, go to a nightclub there, paid until, I stayed until the next morning. Next morning, I took a taxi to Krugersdorp.
Right.
Take a taxi took me there, from there took a train to Cape Town.
Right.
Imagine from Joburg to Cape Town, it's a long distance.
Yeah.
Right.
Luckily, I was safe on the road. When the train came in Cape Town, the station called Worcester.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As I was,
there the other day.
yeah, but Worcester, then comes to Belvin station.
Right.
Really, that thing happened to me there. While I was getting out of the train, then I saw one woman, the best friend of my mother, and then he shouted, "Wow, Mickey, are you back?" All those kind of things. Because imagine, I'm not supposed to be known that I'm back
you're
inside
supposed
the
to be
country.
incognito.
Yes, you see, I said, yes, this woman always said is going to tell the family, then the car will be blown. So I decided to take another train that goes back to Pal,
Wow.
from Bebel to Pal. Look, I know some people before I left the country in Pal. As I entered that house, there was a temple in Pal that time. There was protests, matches in Yemen. Pal was burning that time. As I entered that house, you know the hippo, those police bands, stopped there. I got a credit and then I gave this lady this bag of mine. I gave it to her. Now I had some money. ANC gave you money that time, a lot of money for operations and what. I had a lot of money with me. Now, these cops, that's because I think they were looking for the brother of this lady.
Right.
He's a very problematic person. He was very radical person. So they were looking for him.
In a revolutionary
Yeah.
sense? Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
So they asked me, my hands like this. I don't have anything. Sorry. I don't have anything with me. So what they did, they said to me, I said, hey, the problem is going to start. Remember, when you come inside the country, they give you some coding, some codes.
Yes.
Then this white policeman said to me, then he saw this man, with that man, then this woman, I think is a hairdresser there, the salon there.
Right.
So he was very brave woman. He said, no, this is my boyfriend, this is our money.
Right.
And he took all that money. But the problem I had, this sketch, this coding.
Right.
This white person took this paper and then read this nonsense. And then he asked by Africans, what the fuck is this? It means what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Right? And then I immediately was going to ask someone in the van to come and read this thing.
Right.
So I grabbed this paper and put it in my mouth.
Okay.
So, had they got hold of your codes and deciphered it, we don't know how many people's lives could have been jeopardized just by them having that information. So you decided the best thing was, bam, I'm hungry.
Yes, man. Yes, I've done that. But anyway, I survived there.
Right.
Imagine when I came there in Pal that time, there was a turmoil. There was infighting.
Right.
between the PAC and the African National Congress.
Pan-African Congress
Yes.
and the African National.
I believe what happened there, I think one person there, I think one guy is shot a girl from the youth league accidentally,
All right.
Right.
right?
Accidentally, sure.
Now, the same weapon that were used to kill this lady accidentally was killed by a comrade accidentally,
Right.
right? Now, the same gun was used to kill the opponent, the PAC in that side.
Right.
So there was serious problems there.
Okay.
Now, the community decided, hey, maybe there's some askaras here, or the theft force.
Right.
So they must check everybody that you knew on this location. Then it means, I mean, this can kill the PEC and now kill the ANC. I mean, this can't never like
What's
that.
going on? Yeah.
Without knowing what's going to happen. So that time was, Parliament was turmoil. Is infighting there. On the other side, Babylon is fighting with them down.
Yeah.
So it was decided, hey, Paradise, go back to Cape Town. Because now if the community can arrest you, then everything is shook on the thing. I know who did that things there. So I left. When I came to Cape Town in KTC, remember as well, we started those operations
Yes.
with Panat, them, that push, that no telescope. I went there. When I came to Cape Town, KTC was burning. There was infighting there with the vigilantes,
Okay.
with the ANC.
Right.
In the house burning there, see dead bodies. When I came that time, 1980, when I came back to the country, so I went to my aunt's place to come and stay there.
Right.
Remember, my aunt went to exile, right? I went to stay there, that house. I stayed, no problem, I stayed in that house. I think someone spotted me there. Then they started to send this security police, special branch police there in that house. So they monitor. Until one day, they came introducing themselves, working for telecommunications, so they came to repair the phone.
Right.
I tell them this phone is working. He said, no. This phone is not working. Yeah. So I said to my cousin, hey, something's wrong, I'm not trying. But nothing told me to move my house. But I stayed there. One night, I think I was coming from one of my operations there. I saw a group of comrades patrolling the area at night. I think one of them was a snitcher among those people.
Right.
I spoke to them. They stopped me because I was carrying R4 machine gun.
Okay.
Right? But they know me. I will talk with them. In the morning, I think 3 in the morning, I dream sleeping. And then I was screaming to my cousin, say, what's going on? I say, hey man, I dreamed the cops coming here with paraclaps and what. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep again, right? So my cousin took a small baby and said, I'm sleep with me. Sleep next. I'm sure 30 minutes later, the same dream I had happened.
Right.
Really, the reality. They banged the doors and what, I think their tactic when I think the policemen when they come arrest you, they make a noise and scare you and all that noise, all languages.
To shock you, innit?
Yeah. So I was relaxing. Imagine, I took this machine gun and put it on the wardrobe, lift it up and put it there. I had nothing with me, right?
Yeah.
The first thing they asked me, they were cops. I told them, who are you? So I gave them another name because I registered at the UWC University as an undercover student there. I was not there, somebody made them those things.
Yeah.
I was working with them underground, those people there. So I had this a student card that this and this and this and this. I'm a student.
More sophistication.
Yeah. So, I mean, the information they had is totally different now,
Right.
right? Now, they said, ask that man in the car. I said, hey, they mentioned this man's name. But to me, I didn't know who's this person. That man came there When he came to say, I know, I saw him in the paper before I was arrested. He's one of the comrades, I think, was arrested somewhere, I don't know. But he turned.
Right.
I don't know what happened there,
Right.
whatever. So they asked him, who's this person? And then he told them who I am.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yes.
Snitched on you.
The race problem
What did you
was,
say? Paradise?
yes, it's Paradise Qila.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the special operations comrade.
Right.
I mean, it got nothing to do with special ops.
Right.
I was just a normal guerrilla.
Well, he told them that.
Told them that, that means more beatings and torture.
Oh, wow.
Because he
course.
mentioned, people a special ops person, they know the top class.
They want the information
Yeah.
from
You.
you.
Chief, I'm telling you, the beating started.
What?
It's where I lost my teeth.
Oh, wow.
I have some beatings in the head there, a lot of places there. And I was stripped naked in that house. Right? While they were busy looking for arms, they didn't get anything.
Yeah.
One cop, they said they could lift that patrol.
Right.
They didn't get an AK-47, they get an R4, this Israel manufactured weapons. Then the problem started.
Shit.
Then there came the problem. Who is Mike Peter White?
Right.
Who is Nicky? Who is this? It's so many names. Where the beating started.
All your
All
pseudonyms.
of that by 4 in the morning until 7 o'clock.
Oh, no.
People were stopped from going to work. They had to use another road. They seconded that road.
Right.
Right? Now, they're going to arrest me. Handcuffed, a lot of blood. Then I think, that third thing to that, make to train your hand.
Yeah.
That thing, yeah.
Grip. Yeah.
Yeah. That police captain hit me in the private parts, telling you, badly. I'm sure 30 minutes later, and I see blood coming up.
Of course.
Yeah. I was taken away for interrogation.
Right.
From there I was arrested. Right? Me alone, arrested in that house. No, with my cousin.
Okay.
Right? They took her different places. So I was arrested. On November, I think November, the 1st of November, 10th of November, 1988, and I was arrested.
Right.
While I came into the country in 1988, no, 1989, yeah, it was 1989 when I
Right.
came into the country. I think on 1st of January, arrested. And I was charged under Terrorism Act,
Okay.
right? And I was sent to Section 29 of the Special Branch Act.
Right.
Now, Section 29, you're not supposed to be visited. No visitors, no paper, no news, no visit,
Yeah.
anything like that.
Totally
The only
accidental.
thing that is there is the interrogation and torture.
Right.
Every day.
No lawyer, no
Yeah.
representation.
Then you went to these meetings. Then I thought, hey, Section 29, you are being sent there for 6 months.
Okay. Where's this? Robin
Look
Island?
outside, you sit there. You don't go to court, you sit there in that cell.
Right.
Alone in the cell. A white cop sit there. There's no privacy there. He
Right.
sit there 24 hours a day, make shift.
Okay.
Washing your shoe. Beatings. They don't beat you there, they take you to just special branch headquarters in town. Where there you'll be given a big album to pinpoint who is this. Many
Right.
people,
Yeah.
To me, it was very difficult because I never left the country in the 1970s. I left the country in the 80s. Right? So I might not know people who left the country in the 80s, in the 76, 70s, all those years.
Right.
So I don't know them. So we're starting to look at the album. The people left the country in 86, in 1976. I don't know them. But you have to be smart. You have to be smarter there. Right? Many comrades died in detention. I was asked to write a biography. It took me for 2 to 3 days to write that biography.
What do they want in this paragraph?
Who I am,
Or your biography?
Information.
who I am, like Abaya. Right? Because they accuse you, me, as a terrorist, right?
Right.
Now, where do I take all this kind? So I lied there.
Right.
So I remember there was a commission of police. I think it was Brigadier Kutsi, something like that. This man came to my cell at night. I see there was something there, came there. Oh, is this one? Yes. You remember that time I was the youngest member of Mkonto Wesizwe that year.
Right.
In the whole country, youngest member at that time.
You were about what, 1920?
1988 when I was arrested, was the youngest member
All right.
in the whole country to be arrested, the youngest.
So how old was you at the
I
time?
think it was 18,
Yeah,
18,
you are
18,
still
yeah,
young.
our youngest, yeah. Compared to the people arrested before me.
Right.
You know? So he came there, he read this paragraph of these pages, and he took a red ball pen. I mean, I was 6 months there, solitary confinement. Right? He took this red ball pen and just put an X there. He said, what the hell are you writing here? Because I didn't write what you wanted.
Right.
Right? So there's no implementing information that I'm writing about myself. So he slashed everything there. He told them, we're gonna go back to section, which means I'm going to take another 6 months again. So their plan was to break you mentally.
Yeah.
Of course.
To break you.
Yeah, to break you.
Yeah.
I tell them, hey, okay. I'm amused. I'm amused there and stuff. You know, I decided one day, I took a sheet, a bed sheet, that has a ball pen, a pen. So I was writing everything happening to me in that sheet. I put a bed like this, I write there. At night I write who I saw there, the snitches I saw there, what they told me, what they, I was, that sheet, I was 6 months, even though how many, 1 year I see section 29, at different police stations.
Right.
Right? Right there. Imagine if now I want to see people, because I don't see, I see these people, these policemen, I don't see people. Now I'll tell them that I'm sick.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I'm not allowed to see an outside doctor. So they take you to a special doctor. I think these doctors that deserted from Russia. He's from Ukraine, something like that. I think those doctors are from there. So they will take me there. But one comrade, while I was there detention, he told comrades must never allow them to inject you. Please don't take injection, otherwise you will die.
Right.
So mostly I know if I complain with the truth 8-10 is another problem. They must take me there.
Right.
And I come. So that for me, if I go there, I know this district surgeon is in the court on the top. So to go there, you go with a lift. So you will see people for the first time.
Right.
People, some of them know me, but I'm not allowed to meet them.
Of course.
I'm handcuffed from here everywhere. I come there, maybe take an hour, wait, go back. At least I saw people now. Now there's a time you have to go with them, with special branch, all over Cape Town, looking for our MK soldiers.
Right.
Maybe by luck, they know them. But I must pinpoint, yeah, this
Point
one and
map,
that
yeah.
one. But okay, I said, okay, the best thing, let me agree. For me to go, to see.
Go out, yeah. To be
I know if
solitary.
I drive the streets, I will see people I know, but they don't see the car is timbered. I see them.
Right,
They don't see me.
I can't see you.
So we'll drive and drive and drive and drive. I don't see people. They come back there. So they advise, look, that man who pointed me, he's a very old man. He asked me, he must tell me what happened to him. He said, John, tell me what saves you from death. Remember, I told them I don't know English, I don't know Afrikaans, so he is my interpreter.
Right.
Everything they say to me, I know what they're saying. I already have the answer. So he stand up, show him. He take his pants out. He was shot somewhere in them, right? Now, they asked me, I wanted to laugh about this thing. Every time I see this man, I laugh.
Right.
Because they asked me a very silly question. He said, John, what saves you from death? Guess what he said? Cooperation, he said. Cooperation. He's been repeating that thing. So he said to me, tell me, if you want to survive here,
You have
You have to cooperate.
Yeah.
Eventually he said, look, you are very young, you're from Cape Town, we have been in Joburg, so we can take you, right, get you a wife, a better treatment,
Yeah.
if you join this Ascar group.
Yep. Fun
I
snitch.
said to them, you know what? If you didn't beat me all this, maybe I have to join you guys, but you can't beat me like this. And then I said, remember, every day there was someone smuggling papers. I have to read
Right.
at the complaints. Yeah,
Right.
giving me strength and hope.
Yes, yes.
So I was very motivated for a while. Say, no man, you can kill me because lots of people have died here. Eventually they take me to court. I was charged for terrorism, 15 counts of terrorism. 1 count of escape. Come back on that one, right? No bail,
No bail.
no bail.
No, of course not.
While I was there, something happened. I met one of the comrades. I saw him in Angola, in another cell. This young boy, he was very sympathetic. The policeman who was guiding me. So he asked me, why were you arrested here? Remember there was this council of churches, remember? That was helping comrades who were arrested.
Right.
Yes.
It was
Allies.
led by Rafael Chican, something like that, those days. So I told this boy, look, I'm not a terrorist. I'm a member of South African churches. I'm a priest.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So he was very sympathetic with me, with my story. But my comrade on the other cell, he didn't want to see that comrade. He regarded me as a terrorist.
Right.
He's a young boy from the college, so he was taught the ANC terrorists are very dangerous. People can just disappear in the cell. So he was very strict with that man. But to me, he was very nice. So while if this boy goes up for lunch, so he will open his cell and my cell like this, and that man was comrade of mine. So we used to discuss. Hey, I see you in Paradise. You're very close with this man. Can you tell him, give him some letters to smuggle outside? I mean, this boy agreed.
Okay.
But now we have to write in Portuguese or other language so that he cannot read it.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. So he was doing that thing. One day this boy told me he needs money to get married. Can you organize money? I'm in prison,
Yeah.
right? He asked me to, I said, yeah, I can organize. So I sure said, yes. Provided you can, let us go out here. I said, yes, but accept that man. I want, if there's no deal, you're not escaping with me, there's no deal.
Right.
So eventually he agreed. We wrote a letter. The money came, right? Smuggling the shoes.
Okay.
He came, and I gave him the money. Imagine that time we were busy gymming inside the cell. We're gymming there.
Yeah.
Ever since I went that cell, I never washed with warm water or hot water.
Okay.
Right.
Cold water.
Yeah.
Ever since I was arrested inside there,
Right.
right? So this boy one day came in the morning, he's joyful, happy. He asked me, can you guess what is this? I mean, I'm angry. It is in the plastic, in a scafftin, something there. There is a pistol, it's a Makarov,
Okay.
Wow.
and some rounds.
Okay.
Can you guess what is this? It's a canvas. He said, I meant what I said to you. So I said, the deal still on. My comrade said, oh, yeah, fine. One day he came to me, I'm scared to go. It was on the 26th, 27th of January, 1989. He came to us, say, I heard the news. Both of you are not cooperating. So the special branch are gonna kill you both. They're gonna take you.
Y'all need to get out.
You know, yeah. So we must leave. The date is the 26th. On the 27th, he told me, now we have to go. Now there was another friend of ours, he's a cop, so the nice cop, and he's a Muslim guy, I think he's a Khaled or something like that. This guy used to bring us food and comic books.
Right.
We weren't allowed to read books, read papers. We don't know anything.
Right.
So this man, Shem, he came, opened it. My cell, at night when he comes, he doesn't lock it. only cell that is looking that one, a friend of mine, was too dangerous. And that man, remember, when he was there, they diagnosed him with yellow jaundice, something like that. They beat him too much. So they thought he's mentally ill.
Right.
But while he was okay, he played that game if he's mad.
Yes.
So this cop one day bring us food. He took a gun and pointed him. We took him to a cell and opened that cell of my friend. So he took his firearm. He didn't kill him. Imagine this, the key that we took is a master key to open the cells in the police station, Wembeck cells, yeah. So at the next to the police station is the barracks, the police barracks. It was on 28th, I think it was on 28th of January, I remember. It was very hot. This summer. As when we were working out, we agreed with my friend. He take one bullet, put it in his pocket, and he take one, he said, Paradise. If we go out here, we encounter a skirmish with them, we shoot and fire, and then we leave one bullet. You put it in my head, you put it in my head.
Right.
So we agreed.
Right.
So we were very militant, look man, it's right, I'll kill ourselves, we don't go out here.
Yeah.
So luckily, there was no skirmish.
Okay.
The people supposed to fetch us outside when you jump the fence, we're not there,
Right.
right? Now we have to go for a transport. On our way to the taxi rank, it's 9 o'clock. We're doubting if we will get the taxi. We saw these notorious policemen who were used to tell us nonsense when they come to cut us at night. My friend wanted to say, no, don't shoot him. We end up hijacking a taxi with the domestic workers going to his white people's places.
All right.
We hijacked that taxi. Imagine, I think somebody informed them that we escaped there.
Right.
Now they have to go and get the station commander for a master key to open those cells again there so that they can bring this call.
Yeah.
On our way, we saw police vans going the direction where we came from. Right? This is how we escaped there. Now, when we came to books, a split. Tell my friend, if you go, please do, I'll call my side. I'm telling you, it was a nightmare.
So this is the split now, where you both split up. What happened there?
Yes, after we split.
And have they made the movie yet? Because this needs to be a movie.
Yeah.
For real. After we split it, right? I mean, we escaped it, right? So this came to the news. These two terrorists, ANC terrorists, escaped at Wembeck police cells, right? So like that. So while the police are looking for us, one day, where I was sleeping, I was going to see my mother for the last time. I had that feeling, because during the day, imagine I'm not supposed to go there. I was carrying my AK.
Right.
Yeah. But when I look at the street, I saw people wearing the windows, looking there. I said there's something. So even my own cousin, my family, why people do? I greet them, they don't want to greet. I said there's something wrong here. Anyway, I thought, let me go to a shop to buy newspaper. I never even paid that newspaper. When I go there, I know those people there. When I looked up that old man, he knows me. When I come there, he said to me, I didn't want to talk, sir. I said, what? When he came in the paper, I didn't look at inside the shop. When I go outside, I saw my face there, my
front page.
This is the original escapee.
Right.
Who escaped that fire, right?
Right.
Remember, I was arrested.
Yeah.
Now I escaped in prison.
Yeah.
Right? Now they're looking for us. So I thought, I must not come home, I must go somewhere else. I think one of the informers told them this person is somewhere around. I see helicopters and what and police. So I managed to run.
Okay.
Right? Until I think it was on April, 2 days or a day before Christian was killed by this AWP, but they blew them. Christian was arrested again. Now the problem, I had some lot of problems while I escaped, because no people wanted to harbor me that time.
Right.
Yeah, but for the second time now.
Right.
People were afraid we were going to be arrested, because every time in the paper, in the TV, every time in the news, Now, I learned later that my friend was arrested in Katie's, I think in Philippines.
The one you escaped with?
Yeah, he was arrested.
Right.
So now, he's Mickey now. All my names is original escapee. And it's dangerous, it's armed, and then there was the serious problem. I have AIDS, HIV/AIDS.
What?
See now?
Right.
Serious problem.
So nobody don't want to be with you.
Even my girlfriend,
Yeah.
the child, didn't want even, well, you
Right.
see, there was a stigma with those things those days. You see, even
Yeah.
when I come there, people didn't understand how to acquire AIDS,
Right.
right? How you pass it from somebody else.
Right.
People those days, that even if you eat in the same
Yeah,
spoon and
yeah,
what.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I used to visit some of my old friends, my family or friends. We see there when they eat, they would take up maybe old plate or what. So they do, not be used with them in the house.
Yeah.
So I was kept separated. Even I have to no money, I have no people.
Right.
So I thought the best thing, I wished rather get arrested, man.
Okay.
Because there, I'm guarded 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
security-wise. I eat what I want to eat. You see?
So was it almost like
So it
giving
was-
yourself up?
It was becoming dangerous for me.
Right.
On the other side, the comrades who were underground, inside the camp, coming from exile, were looking for me as well. Why? Because the boys, what they did before, after we escaped, they never went to the newspapers. They keep it quiet.
Right.
Now, on the other side, the MK soldiers, they know we escaped. So they thought us maybe we were snitchers, we are informers,
Right, okay.
maybe we are scarers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So it was like that,
So
that.
everybody's looking.
Looking for
you.
us. So I thought, now, when they came up with, after they arrested my comrade of mine, it's where they started to believe, no man, these people really, they escaped. And someone told me, don't try your luck to go back to exile.
Right.
Because I wanted to go back to Zambia. They said, that route will be dangerous for you.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Eventually, I was arrested. While I was on the run, I carried a lot of operations. I was angry because I thought if rather I die or whatever.
Right.
So I recruited a lot of comrades to different units. Right? When I was arrested again for the second time, I know now what's going to happen to me. I mean, I was being told
Yes, of course.
they're going to torture me, they're going to do this, they're going to do this.
Yeah.
And badly, I was arrested with a girlfriend of mine, pregnant, 3 months pregnant. Now, they tricked me, right? If you want your girlfriend to be released, we have to cooperate. So I was scared. I wanted everything to be split so that I can be sentenced quickly. So I end up admitting everything,
Okay.
even things that were not done by me.
Right.
Right.
I said it's me, right? Now one day, a very successful part, they took me to this special branch place where they put arms, all different kinds of arms. So my passion was to do what they told me so that I can secure the release of my girlfriend.
Right.
Not knowing that woman, they beat her until lose and take
Oh,
the miscarriage. I never knew that thing. They take me on that one. Now they put these firearms there. I disassembled all of them. Assembled all of them. No, guess what happened? After I did it between 2-3 minutes, that name came in that this man is a special operation person came in there. I said, yeah, that informer was right when he said you're a member of special ops. I mean,
Yeah.
none of the comrades were arrested before you can do this within
Yeah.
a short space of time. I didn't mind about that. So I started to go to court. I stayed almost 5 years going to court, charged with that terrorism.
5 years.
Yeah, I go to court maybe twice a year, four times. I'll go maybe on March, pay no bail.
Right.
I'll go again in June or July, right? Then I'll go maybe September or in October, then the court closed.
Right.
Like that happened, like that. But eventually, there was no stamp to Robben Island because I didn't plead guilty, right? All those counts, 15 counts of terrorism, 1 count of escape, 9 attempted murder cases we have. So a lot of things in that one of escape, right? I was attending. Luckily, if you remember, there were those talks about talks. Remember? when the government talked with the ANC.
Yes.
Right.
So there was a deal that all exiles
Reconciliation.
must come
Yeah.
home. Yeah, the release of political prisoners, all those kind of nonsense. Now they came to us. We were told if you want to be released, very crucial one, you have to renounce violence.
Right.
For order for you to be released. I said, when I read those conditions, I said, I never.
Right.
I never. Most comrades were released. I said, never.
Okay.
Because when house arrest, always kind of. But my mother came one time in the prison. They asked me, man, please, man, sign these papers. We still need you. Anyway, I signed the papers. I was not allowed to have visitors, 4 visitors per day. No, not more than 4 people.
That was at home.
At home, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to report in the police station from 6 in the morning and then 6 later.
Right.
Of which, on the line, I found this very, very dangerous for me because these askaris, those informers, were killing they were killing comrades along the way.
Right. Yeah.
So I end up not going there. And then if you don't go, you send back to prison. I said,
Right.
I rather, one day they come and fetch me. I explained to them. I've been followed by people I don't know. Sometimes I have to run for my life.
Right.
So now I have to get a transport to go there. Eventually, I was released, right?
Okay.
These orders, back to the community.
Back to free.
But the funny thing, but the very curious thing, the day I was released, right? The next day, the cops came there, special branch, to arrest me. They suspected that I threw a grenade to one of the councillors' house. Right? So officially never been there. So lucky they take me there and bring me back.
Right.
So that was it.
Okay.
After my release.
Wow. What a story.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Incredible. Got to round up now.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm stunned.
Yeah. It's just amazing. Like we said, this should be a movie. It should be a film.
Well, we're glad you survived. We thank you for your efforts. We thank the revolutionary generation for the sacrifices that you guys have made, because it couldn't have been easy. I can't even imagine it. And what you had to go through, it's unimaginable. But I'm sure South Africa thanks you.
Yes.
The wider black community thank you.
Yes.
And we thank you for your time here today. The revolutionary brother.
Yes.
Brother Paradise.
Paradise. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful conversation. This has been Garvey's Ghost in the Spectrum of Roots. Do remember to like, subscribe and share. Thank you to all the viewers and the listeners. Peace.
Thank you, brother.
Bless.
Thanks.